Shanti, welcome to our Shanti. First of all, I would like to ask you that Shanti Dynamite from Uganda. So when you started your career from Uganda via England and India?
Acha. My father was the Greek ambassador in Uganda, so he
Can you relax?
like that.
Go back.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not that even like politically I'm asking. Just relax and.
Okay. Yeah.
So how you started your career?
Okay, so I was born in Uganda, Kampala. My father was the Greek ambassador of Uganda, well, of East Africa countries, Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. So my father was in Africa working for the Greek government, and my mum was born in Tanzania because during the British colony, they took a lot of Indians from Punjab to Africa to work in the railways. So my grandfather was working for the British Empire in Africa. So that's how I was born there. And then my parents divorced. So when my parents divorced, my mother decided to move to England because she has family there. So we moved. When I was around 10 years old, I moved to England. So before that, I spent all my life in Kampala. And then I got into education, and once I became 16, I didn't want to study anything apart from hairdressing. So I got into hair and beauty, and I went to a special school to study hairdressing. But then when I became 18, I realized that I didn't want to be a hairdresser. So I was looking for a job at the time, and a friend of mine suggested, why don't you go into, topless modeling, because your body structure is built for that. And I thought about it, and I found out how much money you could make doing this job, and it was so easy. Like, all you had to do was take your clothes off, and you could make better money than people who are like lawyers and have, articulate jobs. So I went for the interview, and they gave me a job straight away, and then I started working in the adult channels from the legal age of 18, and now I'm 23. I've been doing that since I was 18, and I moved channels. I started on one channel called Hotel Voya, which isn't there anymore, and then I left, and I went to another channel called Babe Station, which is like the pioneer of the adult channels in England. So I worked there for like 3 years, and then I shifted to Playboy TV, and then I was working till now on Playboy TV.
So you started your career from London. So first break, that is topless modeling. So don't you feel any, awkwardness, shyness, because from being a woman, and so what was your feeling initial stage when you started that thought?
When I first, my first day, I remember my first day, basically, they give you, an audition. You have to go on screen and, like a screen test. And so you go on the live show, and, I felt very comfortable with myself being naked, I'm not a shy person, so the work environment is very calm. I don't feel like I'm naked because my producers don't stare at me or look at me in any way.